kusafiri kuelekea nchi ya Ujerumani kwa ajili ya ziara siku mbili katika kufanya mazungumzo na kushughulika katika shughuli mbalimbali za ngazi za juu ambazo zitaweza kunufaisha Kenya. Na kwa sasa kinachofanyika ni kwamba baadhi tu ya shughuli ambazo angejihusisha nazo ni kuhusu kutia saini mkataba wa Kenya na Ujerumani kuhusu uhamiaji na usafiri. Niruhusu tumpeleke huko moja kwa moja tumsikize Rais.
My delegation, and for the invitation, being the first ever for a non-European country to participate and to be the partner country in this year's Citizens Festival here in Berlin. Kenya and Germany have a long history of shared values. As you have said correctly, Kenya and Germany share the values of freedom, democracy, and rule of law, values that we cherish, values that we hold in very high esteem, and values that we live by. Our history is contextualized from the very early years, even before our independence, when Dr. Kraft and Rebmann, German missionaries, came to our country, and with them brought the first strands of relationship between Kenya. We have established bilateral relations between our two countries, diplomatic relations that have flourished, and today we stand on a very solid foundation of firm, cordial, beneficial relations between our two countries. Thank you specifically for finding time to visit our country last year, subsequent to which some of the agreements that you and we agreed on, today we celebrate the signing of this comprehensive migration and labor mobility partnership agreement that will provide a context for expanding the relationship between our two countries, the people-to-people relationship, and for giving us an opportunity to unlock the potential in technology in Germany and human capital in Kenya, where we have a big youth bunch, educated, innovative, hardworking young people who, working in collaboration with Germany, we can combine the innovation, creativity, energy, talent, knowledge of our young people with German investment, technology, and resources, and provide for a win-win outcome. I'm very excited that we have today signed off this agreement that will give an opportunity for Kenyan young people and Kenyan people to work in Germany, and with it, as you have said, Chancellor, provides also an opportunity for those who will have finished their duty or who don't have to be in Germany, for them to find their way back at home. I want to assure the people of this country, of this great country, that Kenya is a very beautiful country, and therefore no Kenyan will have any problem coming back home, because indeed we have a great country. So all we will be looking at is how we can share the resources that we have with you, and how it can be mutually beneficial for both the German economy and the Kenyan economy, and the German people and the Kenyan people. Your Excellency, let me also say that it was my pleasure when I came here to join the Compact with Africa that now provides for us an opportunity for investment, for trade, and for business between our two countries in the context of elevating our cooperation to real opportunities, projects, and programs that we have agreed today to set up a mechanism for a bilateral strategic framework that will give us an opportunity to unlock the potential that exists between our trade, investment, and business sectors. Let me also say that in that context, we will be having the Business Summit in Nairobi in December that will bring our business communities together to look into the opportunities that exist eliminate the barriers that impede and create better bridges for German companies and Kenyan entrepreneurs to be able to partner and expand our trade, our investment, and our business opportunities. Let me also commend Germany for their belief in Kenya and their belief in our continent. You supported the participation of Africa in the G20. I have just briefed Chancellor Scholz that we are undertaking a comprehensive reform of the institution of the Africa Union so that we can make it much more fit for purpose and we can align it with the requirements and the dictates of this century so that the Africa Union can represent Africa much more effectively, can provide a mechanism for the world to help us support and intervene in situations of instability in our continent, but also provide a framework for the huge opportunities that exist in Africa, from renewable energy to natural mineral resources to our huge human capital resources and to the 1.4 billion African market for us to be able to do business together. I have briefed my good brother, Chancellor Scholz, that Africa is ready, Kenya is available for us to work together to forge a better world. Our participation in this year's Citizen Festival is a testimony that Kenya and Germany are great friends. Germany became the first country to recognize Kenya's independence. Today, again, Germany has invited Kenya as the first non-European country to participate in your Citizens Festival. It speaks volumes of the firm foundation between our two countries and the friendly relations between the people of Kenya and the people of Germany. Let me underscore that as Kenya, there couldn't have been a better destination for German investment and German business and German trade than Kenya. And I will give you only 3 reasons why. We have some of the best human capital resource anywhere in the world. And German companies numbering about 120 in Kenya will speak for us. Number 2, we have established a business framework, an investment framework, a trade framework with our special economic zones, export processing zones, to make sure that we create the necessary environment to encourage business, investment, and trade. And also, as you all know, 93% of our grid is renewable energy. If you're looking for a destination to decarbonize some of your industrialization, the destination is Kenya. We intend to make our grid 100% green by 2030. And we will be partnering with Germany as you establish the hydrogen facility and office in Nairobi for us to use German technology, German expertise to unlock our renewable energy resources that would help us produce fertilizer and other green products, including iron and steel. And I want to invite Germany to join the Africa Green Industrialization Initiative that brings together now 11 countries in Africa for us to combine the available resources, opportunities in Europe with the resources available in Africa. So I want to appreciate this moment and look forward to the Citizens Festival later. Thank you very much.
I have a question addressed to both of you, the Federal Chancellor and President Ruto. The U.S. administration has proposed that the United Nations Security Council is enlarged by 2 permanent members from Africa. Federal Chancellor, I would like to hear from you whether you support that and whether both of you, also President Ruto, could make a suggestion which African country should have these seats. And will this also be a topic to be addressed at the Summit of the Future in New York? And Federal Chancellor, 2 ships of the German Navy have crossed the Strait of Taiwan. Are you afraid of harmed relations with China? Will you reach out to China to address that issue? Thank you very much for these many questions. I am happy to say that it is important to us to make sure that the African countries play a more prominent role in the United Nations